In a shady wee nook one moonlight night, a leprechaun I spied, a scarlet cap and coat of green. He had a cruiskeen by his side. 'Twas tick-tack-tick, his hammer went upon a wee fairy's shoe. I laughed to think of his purse of gold, and the fairy was laughing too. Born the 27th of February, 1922, which makes me 89 now. My mother baptized me Mary Patricia, C-O-R-R, Corr, Mary Patricia Corr, but she always called me Maureen. Oh, come here, you see my thimble collection? You see, I forget about different things. Help yourself, reach out. That's my mother. I've lived in this house since 1954. Long time to live in one house. I don't drive. Now that's
You've never driven?
No. When I would get into a car, I would always go to sleep. Oh, don't let Mummy drive, she's going to have a wreck. And I said, I'm not going to drive, don't worry, I won't drive. I went to school in St Mary's, Belfast, in Northern Ireland. I'm not very artistically, am I? When the war started, you see, there was the Battle of Britain over there at the time. They needed civilian personnel in London. Well, a friend of mine had gone over to work in the BBC in London, and I said, Mummy, I'm going to go over to London. And 3 of us were picked to go to work for the OSS. So for 5 years, I worked with the OSS, with the Americans in London. That's where all the young officers were coming in and going. Some of them were going incognito over to Germany. And because they're trying to find the source of the V2s that were going. I worked in the office there, clerk typist. That's my little bird in the clock. When we were in London, one night every week we'd go to a different Irish club. Pay to go in, and then the boys come in and then just all get up and dance, you know. As it was with me with Tim that night. There's Tim, that's Tim there, with Brian and Jimmy, that's Jimmy down there when they're little. And that's Tim also there. I came over here and then Tim got his uncle to sponsor him over. And we were married here in Tulsa. Oh, Tim always was type that he was always nicely dressed, you know. He died young, you know, he died at 60, he was 61 or so, 29, he's 29 years dead.
And you never remarried or?
Never even went out with another man. No. See, I was going to try to play Danny Boy there. Now there's a nice Irish soldier man. I never really did anything great in life. No. I go out, when I was in London, I used to go to the pubs on Saturday night and sing with everybody. I thought I would try the shepherd's pie today. A cottage pie. Oh, I said shepherd's pie. Cilantro. Cilantro means good health. Every Saturday, everybody in our house, when we were all kids, you know, all had a bath. And then we'd all come out and we'd all be sitting in our nightgowns around the fire. And then everybody had to get up on the table and do there was no concerts, you know, everybody did their own wee bit. Oh, the fairy tales of Ireland, oh, happy bygone years. I dream about them, and even now they fill my eyes with tears. So if you're a lass from Donegal, from Clare or any part, sure the fairy tales of Ireland will be hidden in your heart. I like that wee one.
Everybody! You think she was playing